Good afternoon, cyber friend. It's Mitty Man coming at you again from Walker's Music. Yeah, we just give God all the praise and honor, and we give Him all the glory for life, health, and strength. We're in the season here, the Christmas season. I say Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year. We're looking forward to crossing over to 2016, and we're looking forward to great things to happen in 2016. Got to forget about the old, and we welcome the new. And as everybody see here in my video this morning, I got the little title here that said common sense. Common sense. You know, you hear this word used a lot in our everyday walk of life. We hear people, it ought to be common sense to this and common sense to that. Well, people, I don't want to sound negative or anything, but I'm here to tell you that sense is not common. Sense is not common. Because if it were, everybody would have it. Now, I'm going to give y'all a little discovery here, something I'm going to use for an example of this, and from my musical background, what we call common chord. That's a common chord, not C-O-R-D, but C-H-O-R-D. In other words, we got different chords in music. Chords makes up the harmony of the music. You might have a C chord going to an F chord, to a G chord, back to the C chord. We call that a chord progression, or a chord progression. But now, also in music, we got something what we call the key. When I say, I want to know what key you're in other words, the tonal center. Every piece of music has a tonal center, especially when you start talking about diatonic harmony. In other words, are you in the key of C? Are you in the key of F or the key of G? Mostly, sometimes maintained according to what the range of the music is the melody. That is what will determine the key that you will put it in for certain singers. And everybody don't sing, the range is different, so therefore you have to change keys in order to accommodate this. So when we modulate, in other words, we use the term common chord. There's a common chord modulation. There is something called an abrupt modulation, where you just be in one key and then just change key center just automatically and just go from one key to the other. But then there's another way that we kind of ease into the modulation. We change from C to G, which is a fifth apart. We change and we do it by common chord. In other words, we use a chord that is common to both keys to modulate to the new key. In other words, matter of fact, if you're talking about for the key of C and G, you look for a common chord, and I can give you one right off the top of my head. A minor. A minor is a common chord both in the key of C and the key of G. It is the sixth chord in the key of C, but it is the 2 chord in the key of G. So therefore, if you are playing in C and want to modulate to the key of G, you can first hit that A minor chord, and A minor being the 2 in the new key, which is G. You go from that A minor, then you hit that D7, which is the 5 in the new key, and go to the new key G. This is what a common chord means in music. So common sense is the same way, people. I'm saying it today. I'm saying it for a reason, for a good reason, is that I would love for all of us to have basic common sense. In other words, let's learn to treat each other right. All Christians should have this in common. That is that one thing that Jesus spoke of. We should love ye one another. This is what he spoke. Jesus said, this is the way that you will know my disciples. And the people that follow me is because of the love that they're going to have for each other. That is the common bond in Christianity. I'm going to do Bible study tonight if the Lord will. If the Lord say so. We got some weather going on right now, but if the Lord say so, I will be doing my Bible study tonight. And I'm going to elaborate some more on this here particular subject about love being the common theme of Christianity. Christianity, people, is not a religion. This is what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Christianity is not a religion. It's a relationship. And we're going to see, and matter of fact, this is what I'm going to be talking about if the Lord say so, if the Holy Spirit don't change my mind. I will be teaching on tonight about the proof of God. That's what I'm really, if I could give it a subject, that's what it would be, the proof of God. But this is common sense, what I'm talking about. And I want us to remember that common things, sometimes people would not, In other words, we got our own way of thinking. Some people you could tell things over and over and over and over. Have you ever had people that you told to think the same thing 1,000 times, and it seemed like every time you still got to tell them the same thing? Well, the reason why common sense is not common is because if it was, everybody would have some. That's as far as I'm going to go with that right now. But tune in tonight on Blog Talk Radio at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be going walk through the Word with the Midman. And I hope that I see some of you there. And remember now, we still in the season. People, it's not over yet. Matter of fact, today is my grandma's birthday. God bless her soul. She went on back in the month of May. She passed away on May 27th. May 27th. As a matter of fact, it'll be 7 months this Sunday. And but today we are celebrating. I am. And I remember her birthday. I posted something on Facebook about her actually 12 o'clock midnight. And when this day came in about green onions, she was crazy about green onions. That was her favorite song, Book of 10 MGs. She was crazy about green onions. So every time I hear that song, I automatically think of her. In other words, great lady going on. In other words, we all miss our grandma. Those of you that, if you still have your grandma, you ought to cherish her, treat her right. Go by and see her sometime. You know, people, we just throw away our older folks. As a matter of fact, I'm going to speak about that tonight in dealing with the different religions. By Shintoism, which is a Japanese religion, I'm going to let you know about how the Japanese treasure their old people. And we in the Western world, we don't think too much of them, most of us. Not everybody, but most of us, we just throw them away. But older people in the Japanese culture, they are very treasured. Older people are treasured. So that's going to be part of the subject matter we're going to be talking about tonight in the Bible study, if the Lord say so. So just remember now, common sense is not common. Because if it was, we all would have some. But nevertheless, we don't put anyone down, but you just try to work with you just have to have patience. The patience of Christ with those. But let's just pray that the will of God be done in this earth. And those of us that do have the gospel plow, let's keep it in the ground. And remember now, we're supposed to catch fish. We don't clean them. Jesus told us to catch them. He'll do the cleaning. This middleman saying whatever you get into. God is not in it. Best you come out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. And until the next Bible study or next video, whichever comes first, middleman saying peace, Merry Christmas, goodbye.